Hey guys, welcome back to Jesus War Bucks, the podcast, and we are at episode 4, which means we're officially halfway, and I have no idea where the time's gone, but it's been really fun, it's been amazing. And so, we thought, let's drop another topic that seems bigger than ever nowadays, and everyone seems to be trying to figure out what their answer to this question is. What's my purpose? So, today I've got Jess here with me, and we're going to try and unpack this question in terms of climate worries, career uncertainties, and everything else that's going on. So, before we get into this really exciting topic, let me introduce my guest, Jess.
Hey.
Jess is someone I met through a friend of a friend, and we're both at uni doing our own thing, and now we've become kind of close.
Wouldn't go that far, but yeah.
We've had pretty deep conversations about faith, purpose, etc., and I feel like you've seen me through some of the worst periods of my life and vice versa. One thing that I do really love and admire about you is your ability to just keep going even when it's not great. So
Thanks.
yeah, you're welcome. You should respond to your texts more often than once a month, and then we'd actually be able to meet up. But yeah,
I think I'd respond to them more if you weren't just like constantly sending me like slam poetry about like the most recent ex you've had. But yeah, it's fine.
I didn't even ask you for your toxic trait for me, but okay, we'll go with that.
I'm one step ahead.
But what is a good podcast host if your guests haven't been warmed up? So let's warm up. Tell me, what is your favourite hear me out food combo, and we will hear you out. The judgment free zone starts after this question.
Okay. I was about to say like hear me out, but like hear me out for this one.
Okay.
Coca-Cola. Right, you just pour a little bit out, and you get pickle juice. You just top it up with pickle juice a little bit. Little slice of lemon. Lovely.
How often do you drink that?
It's like a special occasion drink.
Okay, Christmas.
No. More like had a bit of a bad day, need a little pick-me-up.
Okay.
Pickle Coke.
Amazing.
It's nice, you should try it.
Okay, maybe I will.
Alex actually did tell me her hear me out food combo, and she can't talk, so... I mean, you can share.
Right, my hear me out food combo is pasta and warm milk. Now, I've got to shout out Jeanne, who introduced me to this. You boil the pasta, warm up the milk, it's not super hot, just warm, and then add a little bit of salt. Eat it, try it, it actually kind of slaps. Thank me later, and go into it without judgment, and you'll actually enjoy it. But anyway, what are you most and least looking forward to on today's show?
I'm most looking forward to finding my purpose, because like, that's what I came here to do, right?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, hopefully you've got some answers I haven't got. Least looking forward to maybe like accidentally saying something like really profound and having to live up to it. Or hearing my voice back on camera.
Fair.
Like, that's pretty bad.
Fair.
Yeah.
I feel like we should be a podcast that has the headphones so you can hear yourself straight away. But that would also freak me out a bit.
Jump scare.
Yeah. So just so we all understand where we're coming from, how would you describe your faith background right now?
I'm glad you said faith. I prefer to use the word faith rather than like religious or religion, because I think sort of organised religion has negative connotations sometimes. So I'd say I have a faith, I have a personal relationship with God that aligns with Christianity.
Cool. And everyone knows what mine is already. So if we were playing word association and I threw the word purpose out there, what 3 words would you throw back?
Confusion. Occasional clarity. Like, hear me out, I know that's 2 words, but like...
I didn't even say anything.
They go together. And responsibility.
Okay. I like these.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Overall, do you think purpose is something that's more hopeful, scary, or in the in-between?
I mean, it's both, really, isn't it? Like, I think if you feel like you have one and you feel like you're heading towards having one, then it's hopeful.
Yeah.
I think when you feel like you don't, or you feel like it's impossible to like actually figure it out, that's scary. So it depends what stage you're at with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Why are you laughing?
I'm not.
Am I saying something funny?
No, I just agree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you threw the word purpose at me, if it's scary or... Hopeful. I think it depends on what stage of life you're in. I think sometimes your purpose feels like a big daunting thing. Like definitely did for me, like going to uni, post uni. I think when you're a kid, the idea of being able to grow up and be an adult obviously isn't scary. It's really exciting. So I think it fluctuates as you get older.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, not to be dramatic or anything, but I feel like sometimes when you're watching the news, you're just seeing like the planet is going to implode every other day. I'm being told this. Everything seems to be rising. Rachel Reeves is doing her thing. I don't know what she's doing. And like, there's just no jobs. Like every day I'm like reading that there's no jobs for anyone. So yeah, sorry about being the bearer of bad news there. But do you think that it's difficult to have or feel like there's a purpose to everything in this kind of climate?
I think it definitely can be.
How do you cope?
It's a bit deep.
That's what we do here.
I think faith definitely plays a role, but I won't go too much into that.
Okay.
On like an actual personal level, there's only a certain amount you can do, realistically, and that's just the best of your ability. So as long as you know you're doing that, I don't really think you can worry about anything else because it's out of your control.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah. Have you ever had days leading on from that felt more like you were surviving than thriving?
Yeah, of course, but like who hasn't?
Yeah.
I think that's part of like life. You gotta have bad days because then the good days feel good, right? If every day was a good day, they'd just be average days.
Yeah. That's a fair point.
Thanks.
Would you prefer to live in a world where every day was a good day?
No,
Okay.
I like having the extremes. I'm being serious.
Fair. Fair.
Would you?
I don't know. I feel like from a curiosity point of view, for sure, just to see what it's like.
Pretty boring though.
Yeah, that's the thing. But then when you're in the middle of going through something rubbish, it's not really exciting in the time.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'd like to try it for a week.
Wasn't the question, but like I'll allow it.
Wait, he's asking the question too. So let's talk about economic pressures. Has worrying about finances ever stopped you from fulfilling your purpose? And do you think this is the case for a lot of people who are our age?
I think in general, unless you've got really lucky somehow, then yeah, finances would probably have stopped you from doing certain things that you wanted to or maybe even needed to do. What was the last part of the question?
I mean, I think you kind of answered it, like about people our age experiencing the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, of any age, really. But I think it can appear more apparent now, because it's the kind of age you kind of take over your own finances a little bit more. And you actually start to think about the future. It's like, I should probably get on the property ladder at some point. And that's massive. Like, that's so big when you realise that you have to do stuff like that.
Should we buy a house together?
No.
Okay. If you had unlimited funds, do you think your purpose would change?
Yeah.
In what way?
Well, I think part of your purpose is like to be fulfilled, right? Well, I think that is your purpose, really.
Yeah.
But it's how you do that is like the question we're asking, I think. And to be fulfilled, I think there needs to be a certain element of like survival. And when money's not a problem, that survival element goes away, which allows you to focus on other things and maybe even like open doors to things you didn't think were there before. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you see your purpose changing, like in this, let's say, the next 2 to 3 years?
I think it's a shift in responsibilities more than anything. I mean, hopefully my frontal lobe develops at some point. Like, I've been waiting.
What age does it develop?
25.
Okay.
So I've got 2 years. Hoping I'll be premature.
It can develop early.
I mean, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think it should have developed by 25.
Okay.
Or around.
Could have developed already.
Oh, that's terrifying. Maybe. But yeah, generally just a shift in responsibilities, which I think then determines how fulfilled you are with your life. Do you think your purpose has changed since you left uni?
I think yes. I don't know that I actually knew what my purpose was when I left uni, and I think I'm still figuring it out. I'm taking things from a faith perspective, and I don't think that I was putting God at the centre of what I wanted to do, and it was about my decisions and this is what I want to do next. And now it's more of a collaborative approach. So I think that has changed, and then I guess that for the rest of my life that's gonna be the same. So
Nice.
yeah.
Has that like made you come closer to actually like having more of a definitive answer of what your purpose is, do you think?
I think so. I think the fear of not knowing what comes next disappears when I know that even if I mess up, what is meant for me, as I believe, is still going to find me. So I don't have to be so stressed about finding what I'm meant to be doing right away.
Nice. I like that.
Thanks.
Great answers. Thanks for coming on.
Do you feel the same?
Yeah, definitely. Like, there's definitely the faith aspect of purpose that I think makes it easier for anybody that has a faith. I mean, I can't speak for all faiths, but I can speak for ours because it's shared.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
I know. Sister in Christ. When you know God's got you, right? Even when stuff goes wrong, it's like, but it's fine. And there is this like sort of sense of like a deeper peace even when things are really rubbish. As Christians, we're taught that God has plans for us. And they're good plans, not bad plans. And they're for our future. And I think that's hard when you trust in God to believe anything other than that. You know?
I feel like people have purpose and have their ideas of what they want to do and what they want to achieve. And you can obviously have that and not have any faith background, and loads of people do. Do you think that Christians can have a purpose that isn't actually God sent and pursue that ahead of one that is?
No.
Okay.
Like, I know it's a bold answer, but no.
Okay.
Because I think if you were Christian and had that relationship with God, your purpose would be God sent.
Yeah.
Because that's what you believe fundamentally, right? So it kind of goes against itself.
Yeah.
It's contradictory.
Yeah.
Because even if it's something that you wanted to do, maybe it was God's plan for you all along.
True.
Maybe that's why you feel it so strongly.
Interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
Just throwing ideas out there, guys.
So we're both recent uni graduates, so go us.
2 years.
3.5.
What are you on about? What?
No, I just like to make a joke about the fact you're older than me, but that's fine.
Barely.
Still older than me.
It barely. Literally by what weeks? Days.
School year ahead.
Yeah, but I just want to preface this with, if I was a week younger, I'd be in her year. So, like, there isn't some weird little friendship age gap happening here. She's just trying to be annoying.
Anyway, when I was at uni, even in first year, I felt this massive, overwhelming pressure to just know what I wanted to do next. Like, literally from Freshers Week, people were asking me, what do you want to do when you finish uni? And I was like, I just want to get through the first week, mate. Did you ever feel that pressure, specifically at uni? And why do you think it is that our generation particularly seems to want to be so hot on knowing what their purpose is, and quickly?
I think because we're encouraged to, really, aren't we? Like,
By
society. I know that's such a general, vague, horrible answer. But just everything. I mean, even from when you're younger in school and people are like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And the fact that exams now determine so much, and you pick your A-levels and that determines kind of what degree options are available for you. So you kind of need to know at that point when you pick your A-levels when you're what, 16?
That's terrifying.
Yeah, no, that's scary, right? But if you push it all, like if you go back in time and see how early you have to kind of have an idea, we are pressured. Like, if you pick the wrong A-levels, you can't do the degree you want, and then you can't have the job you want, and that is what you kind of do for the rest of your life. So even if your purpose isn't specifically to work in that job, it's going to affect it somehow, because that's how you like bring income in. That's what you're going to be doing every day. That's hopefully going to be a source of happiness for you. And those are 3 pretty big things, I think, that are tied in with like your purpose and fulfillment. So
Yeah. What do you think your purpose is right now?
that's a disgusting question. I think I'm working it out, and that's fine. Like, I don't think that's a bad thing. I like to remind myself of the fact I'm 23, but I do this so much that, like, it's been happening from when I was younger. Oh, like, I'm 17, it's fine. And now I'm like, I'm 23, it's fine. I don't know when that's going to stop being an excuse. But I think my purpose, generally, like, is just to be happy. And when you obviously bring faith into it, it's like to make God happy as well. But I think both can align. I think you can be happy while making God happy.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, as long as you're happy. And you're not hurting anyone.
That's a good point.
But hopefully, if you're happy, then you haven't hurt anyone. Otherwise, you're just a bit weird.
Yeah.
That's a very vague answer.
No, that's a fair answer.
What's yours?
I have no idea.
Come on, you got to give us something.
I genuinely think that at this point in life, it's just... I think it's to put God in everything that I do. So, as an athlete, to say, oh, I'm not just doing this for my own benefit and the hope that one day I make it to this competition, but I'm also doing it for God's glory. And I'm doing it to show, you know, like, the gift he's given me.
Is that your purpose, though?
I think it is.
I think it ties in with that. I'm not saying you're wrong.
No, I'm not.
I'm just giving you more food for thought here.
Yeah. Just explain your thought process.
So what was it that you said, like, in short, was your purpose?
I didn't. I mean, I said to, like, put God in
Right.
everything that I do.
I just think purpose is more than just that. I think that's a massive part of it. And I think by doing that, it can bring you closer to, like, having a fulfilled life.
Yeah.
But I think it's more than just that. That's all.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I have no real idea what my actual purpose is right now.
I think
But-
you'd be surprised at how many people don't.
Yeah.
Ever. It just kind of happens. Like, I think for a lot of people, it's like when they become mums, and that's really nice. Like, and they live for their kids, and that's cute. And obviously at the age of 23, that idea can make you pretty scared. Or it could make you, like, really happy. But I think it always just kind of works out. I think there's a lot of stress on it, but in the end, I don't think it's this whole big thing that you need to sort of have planned out in your head and take it step by step and, like, know exactly what you need to do next. I think it just kind of happens with, like, the decisions you make in life.
Yeah.
That's all.
And I guess for someone who's, say, not Christian and doesn't have any faith background at all, to look at particular figures in the Bible, like, pick anyone that you want, it seems like a lot of them knew what their purpose was from a very young age. So tying that in with kind of our age and the fact that a lot of us don't know what our purpose is right now, how would you explain that it's okay to not know your purpose, whilst a lot of the figures that we read did?
Right, so am I explaining this to somebody who doesn't have a faith, or am I commenting on this biblical character thing first?
Whatever you want.
Okay, I'm going to comment on the biblical character thing first,
Okay.
right? I think you're right. I think in the Bible there's so many characters. Characters sounds wrong.
Characters.
Characters?
Yeah.
People.
Yeah. Whatever.
There's so many people mentioned that it's kind of obvious. I'm not being funny, but, like, look at Mary. It's like, you're going to be Jesus' mum and he's the son of God. Well, that's her purpose, like, done, really,
It's a
isn't
big
it?
purpose.
That's pretty big. That's pretty big. I don't think it should be taken too literally. In the Bible, a lot of people had their purposes kind of like set out for them, right? I don't think that's necessarily something that we should feel we also have to have. I think a lot of these people are used as examples of kind of in metaphorical ways rather than like how we should feel or like live our lives. Like obviously there's points and like parts that you can pull from each of them, but like no one's telling you to go and be the next Mary, you know?
Yeah.
That would be kind of, I mean, it'd be cool. I wouldn't be against it. I don't know, actually, maybe.
It'd be interesting.
And then what was the first part?
Would that
sorry?
make me Elizabeth?
Huh?
Would that make me Elizabeth if you were Mary?
No, you could be the other Mary. Mary Magdalene.
Big up.
Big up.
The other part, speaking to people who aren't Christian, don't have a faith background about.
What, that was struggling with purpose?
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard when a lot of my grounding with my purpose and like not panicking comes from my faith. I think it's harder to then give somebody advice on what to do if they're like scared about not knowing their purpose or, you know, any kind of negative emotion towards it. Talk to other people. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and try and convert them. Although, like, it would help. You could have open conversations with faith about them.
Yeah.
If they were open to that. Some people aren't, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, I think talking to other people, realising that a lot of people are going through the same kind of thing, if not everyone, like, of our age group anyway. I think it would be rather unusual for someone our age to be like, yeah, I know my purpose. I know exactly, like, what I'm here for and what I need to do. So just that reassurance that everyone's in the same boat, I think helps sometimes as well, that you're not behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
I think you explained the Bible characters one quite well, so I just steal your answer on that one. The second one, I think the open conversations is definitely a good thing for sure, because I guess when we give our friends advice, we're almost just giving the advice that we would want to hear back, in a way.
Or the advice that we've heard before that's worked.
Yeah. So a lot of our advice comes from that faith grounding. So if they wanted to know, oh, how come you're not completely stressed about your purpose?
For sure.
Then you'd bring that in. But yeah, just not going on social media and looking at everyone who has their life together or seems to.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Killer.
How do you deal with the comparison culture that exists for our generation?
Or when I see people get like really good jobs on LinkedIn, I just like to think about how much I'd like to hurt them. I'm joking. Actually.
Can't.
Sorry. Can you say the question again so I can recover? Oh my gosh.
How do you deal with the comparison culture that exists, particularly on social media, for our generation?
I think you've got to remember social media's not entirely real. I mean, it depends on the social media platform, really, doesn't it? Like if you see someone posting their holiday, stuff like that, it's just, you know, you can be happy for them, right?
Yeah.
It's really nice that they're like tanning on a beach and you're like at work. And like that's hard to come to grips with, but it's okay. With platforms like LinkedIn, I guess it's a bit harder because that's like work related and it can feel like you're not doing as well as other people your age because they're so far ahead in their careers. But I think life's more than just work anyway. Like, it's a part of it, and it's a part of the whole purpose and fulfillment thing, or can be, or maybe a better thing is like more likely to be. But they actually might be really unhappy, and they might hate it.
Yeah.
And they might just be doing this for show. You never know. You never know. And even if they do love it, that's great too. It doesn't make you any further behind.
Yeah. I mean, LinkedIn is a highlight reel of your jobs.
Yeah.
Right, so nobody posts, oh, I was made redundant, or
Exactly.
just been fired.
Just been fired.
But
Would be funny though.
yeah, nobody posts that, so I guess just remembering that.
Mm.
But you've been Christian your whole life, right?
Oh yeah, born and raised.
So how have you felt your purpose, like what you think it is, changing as you've grown up?
I think it depends on, well, like as I grew up, I'm only 23, so like realistically we're talking in my like sentient years, which honestly have been maybe from like 18, right? So
You weren't sentient before
well,
18.
honestly, I doubt I was. How has my purpose changed?
Yeah, what I'm trying to get at is for people who have come to faith, they usually say, oh, before I became a Christian, I wanted to do X, Y, Z, and I thought that having all this money would make me fulfilled or being famous. And then when they become a Christian, then they say things like, oh, I realised that it was making people happy, or it was telling people about Jesus. So I'm just interested in you, because you've been a Christian for your whole life. Have you felt, like, I assume you haven't had that major shift, but has it changed in a small way?
I think the most important thing that I could highlight is that I don't think I've ever had that kind of panic that other people have had, or that I've seen other people have, or like this feeling of like just being a bit lost and not really knowing. Because even when I don't know, and I am a bit lost, it's not a permanent thing. Because it's like, okay, but the only thing I can do is keep working at what I think is right and trust God. And at the end of the day, because of my belief system, it can't work out too badly, because that's what I'm told to do.
Yeah.
How about you?
I think when I was a kid, I just wanted to... I don't think I had a purpose. Yeah, and it's the whole sentient thing. Like,
You're
it's just
your child.
chilling, wasn't it? And then, yeah, when I went away from faith, 13 to 20, then, yeah, I was kind of... Yeah, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I think my thing was make loads of money. And the more money I make, the happier I'll be.
It's pretty common, isn't it?
Yeah, just get drunk all the time and do whatever I want. Essentially, that was my purpose.
I mean, that sounds pretty good. I can't lie. Like that. I'll be pretty happy with that.
Well, I tried parts of it, and I mean, I can't even say I was happy, to be honest. I think I was very unfulfilled. I was chasing something, and each time wasn't as good as the last time, type thing. But since I became a Christian and got baptized and started going to church and being in my Bible, I think my purpose has shifted to, well, I said I don't really know what it is, but I guess it's just whatever God wants it to be. So I think I'm more open to the fact that it is a collaboration in terms of these are my desires, and I don't think God's ignorant of those or just ignores them, but we work on it together.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Me
Pretty
too.
good. So I'm here with a law graduate, honours, big up. So I'm feeling pretty good about life right now.
Got you covered, babe.
Yeah, I'm also going to have on a midwife and a future
Nice.
doctor.
Oh, if you're
Yeah.
ready to pop.
Just
in
surrounding
case,
myself with really accomplished people and hoping it rubs off on me.
I mean, you're pretty accomplished, so I wouldn't worry. But
Thanks.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
that. It's lovely.
that's actually a nice thing I said. Wow.
That's the first one. This
Ever.
whole evening.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
What did your time at uni teach you about purpose, generally and specifically?
I don't think there was a crazy amount learned, like, from uni. I think it's like any semi-big life experience. Like, you learn a lot about people, learn a lot about, well, I guess your career by default with your degree. I think it's just another step in the right direction, purpose-wise. I can't say now, to be honest, exactly what it taught me. But I think the things I've taken away from it will make my actual purpose clearer when I actually do kind of come to understand it a bit more.
Okay.
How about you?
I think uni taught me that what I want isn't always what God wants.
Mm.
And that also sometimes a not now is not a not ever. It's just a not yet, if that makes sense.
God's timing's always right.
Exactly. So I think, yeah, that the things that he wants are planned for a specific reason, and that if something happens that means that he's telling you to wait, then there's a reason for it.
Always.
So obviously the God's
Yeah.
timing thing, I think that was a massive thing from uni. But also going into uni and not having faith, and then having faith by the end of it,
That's true.
also showed me, like, it was a bigger, I guess, turning point for my whole purpose
Definitely.
thing. Because
Turning point. Sorry. Sorry, I had to do that. I'm so sorry. Continue. Sorry.
it's all right.
Just rewind a little bit.
It was a bigger turning point for my faith, because I had the whole let's have fun and follow my own purpose and follow whatever, and then came back and was like, oh, actually, I did not enjoy it over there. Let's try it over here. And I've been chilling over here for a while, and I kind of like it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Glad you found your people.
I kind of want to get into like deep questions.
Go on then.
I'm thinking. A lot of people who have faith, not just Christians, say that their faith acts like a grounding force. And do you think that's true?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a follow-up question. Do you think that faith can be a crutch sometimes? As in, we use it because we need something to hold on to, particularly in times that are bad. And then further from that, do we then actually believe because we believe, or do we believe because we need something to believe in?
This wasn't on the script. Gosh, I don't even have time to unpack that. I'm trying to think of how to put that simply. I think faith can be a crutch, but I don't think that's a problem. I think God is there to be lent on sometimes.
Yeah.
I think as long as we also remember God when we don't need him as a crutch, we still need him all the time. Like in the happy moments, we can still be thankful and appreciate the fact that this is through him and he's done this. I don't see an issue with using him as a crutch. Like, I think that comes across very negatively. And then the whole point of the beliefs, like, what was it you said exactly? Because I don't want to paraphrase it wrong.
Believing because it's something to believe in, as opposed to because we actually do.
So, like, kind of out of desperation.
Yeah.
Rather than desperation. Rather than because we actually want to believe in that. I think that could be probably quite a common misconception. I think when you actually have a faith, I think early on, right, you could be believing just because you don't have anything, but I don't think that's an issue. I think that's like probably quite a common introduction to faith. Like when you're at your rock bottom, you're like, is anyone there? Like, I need something right now. But I think as your faith grows, I think you kind of come out of that zone a little bit, or like a lot.
Yeah.
So while both can coexist simultaneously, one looks bad and sounds really bad, but I don't think it is. I think it's like if anything, it's a good thing, right, as well, because it's like a gateway to actually then not just believing in it because we have to, like believing in it because, okay, but like this is what God did. And I don't need to believe in him now, but I do because of what he did when he got me out of this place, you know?
Yeah. Did you have a moment in your faith when it flipped from being inherited faith because you'd grown up with it and childhood beliefs because your mom or whoever told you that this was what was real, to when you believed it for yourself?
I think when you actually start to like worship outside of like church or any kind of like group of people and you start to speak to God on your own, I think then it becomes way less inherited. Like it becomes personal, which is why I said like I have a faith, rather than I'm just religious. This is really hard. I don't think there was like a set time. And I don't think I was like ridiculously young, even though I probably did like pray on my own when I was young because I thought it was the right thing to do. I think there was like a bit of an age to it because you have to have some understanding, some level of understanding. Oh, yeah, I don't have a set moment, but I think that kind of like late teens.
Yeah.
Or mid to late teens, when you kind of actually understand some of the stuff you've been taught and you start to like approach God on your own and ask him stuff and he starts to reveal stuff to you. How about you?
Probably second year, end of second year. I had a horrible friendship fallout in my year which broke me, and
I know. Go on, sorry. It's actually not funny. It's actually not funny.
Funny now we look back on it.
No, it still isn't funny, but it's okay. Continue.
The Taylor Swift song Cancelled was literally, if that had come out then, I would have rinsed it because I was cancelled by my whole entire year, which was... But I think after that was the moment when I was at rock bottom and I was like, God, if you exist, show yourself.
Yeah.
And then things happened in my life and people came into my life that for me as a skeptic I couldn't explain by anything other than Jesus. At which point I was like, let me go and figure out that he doesn't exist because this is annoying me. In my pursuit to do that, I ended up figuring out that he did, so then I had to do something with that. So I'd say that was my
I like that. That's
do
great.
something moment.
Yeah.
So
I like how you tried to prove another point and then accidentally proved the other argument and you were like,
yeah, like my man C.S. Lewis, you should check him out. You probably already have checked him out, but yeah. Hard question.
Oh no.
We're saying, so there's an argument that for a lot of people who don't have faith usually, our purpose as Christians, like God basically created a whole bunch of people just to worship him and glorify him, and that's really like manipulative and like
Right. Yeah.
and not right.
Okay.
If we look at that, do you think that the purpose of being a Christian is to glorify him? And if so, why is that not manipulative if even whilst we're being completely faithful for our whole entire lives, terrible things can happen to us?
Yes, I think it's to glorify him. No, I don't think it's manipulative because we have free will. Like, God didn't make us as like little robots that like had to like be on our knees, like hands in the air praying for him. Like, that would be a little bit weird, right?
Yeah.
But God made us with free will. That's why there's people on this planet that don't believe in him. And probably will never until he's in front of them and they're like, oh shit, you're kind of real. Like, fuck. Right?
Yeah.
I know there's more to that. Yeah, I think free will's the main point. And what was the last bit about the living in a world with?
Like bad things happen to people who have faith and have had faith for, say, their whole entire lives. So what's the purpose of continuing to praise him even through that?
This girl thinks I'm Jesus or something.
It was just so eloquent. I was like, wow, I want to ask you this.
Come off it. I think bad things definitely happen to good people, right? But I think that, and I've actually kind of like, this has dawned on me a bit more recently, actually. This is a recent discovery. I think when you're really getting close to God and you're really starting to like he's really starting to reveal himself to you, things are starting to go well, that's when the devil acts, right?
Facts.
Like, the devil's not going to act if you're already living in sin. So you see all these people that have their lives really easy and they're bad people. And you're like, why do they get it so easy when I'm here? Like, I'm doing everything God wants right now. And this is happening and this is going to happen. And like, you've got all this stuff on your plate, right? It's also like, because there's bad in the world and that, you know. But yeah, essentially, the closer you get to God, the harder the devil works.
Mm.
Because that is like not his aim. He's like, I need to get you as far away from God as possible. I'm going to tempt you. Like, bad things are going to happen to you. I'm going to try and break your trust. I'm going to try and break your faith. So yeah, of course, bad things happen to good people. In fact, I kind of argue the worst stuff, if anything, happens to good people, which is really unfair. Like,
Yeah.
that's wholly unfair. But it's part of the risk, right?
Mm.
For that eternal paradise.
What's the purpose of the devil if God is all powerful?
I don't know, right? That's my honest answer. I think for me, like, the only answer I could possibly have is that it comes back to free will. And obviously, like, how the devil kind of came about, like a fallen angel kind of thing. Even the angels had free will, right? Like, these are, like, the most heavenly beings that aren't, like, the Holy Trinity. And even they had free will. Like, they weren't forced to worship God or anything like that. And neither are we. And I think without that, arguably, got to watch what I say here, but, like, would we have free will if everything was just, like, really good all the time?
I mean, they tried that in the Old Testament, right?
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
No.
People just went to war and made
Right.
things to make them hate one side or
Yeah.
another in order to have bad things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like trying to start drama, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, calm down. Life's great.
They went Nicki Minaj, Cardi B on their
Oh
lives.
my gosh. Something like that, Alex, yeah. Yeah, no, that's a hard one. I do hate you for giving me that because, like, it's so much deeper than what I've just said and there's so much more to it. But that's all I can do right now.
Okay,
It's the best you're going to get.
that's fine.
You're welcome.
You can ask me anything.
You want to be
so
asked something, don't you? Why does God exist? No, I'm joking. Proof now. I'd like to ask that one back to you, actually.
Would you?
Yeah.
The purpose of the devil.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to start by what you did, which is taking it back to when he was made.
Mm-hmm.
Fallen angel. I think the fact that the devil still exists and is still here when, if we believe in God, we believe that he's so powerful that with less than a thought, he could just destroy him,
Mm-hmm.
is proof of the undying love that he said he's had for us from the moment we were made up until now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even though, like, Satan, Lucifer, the devil's done so much bad and been responsible for so many bad things that have happened and continue to happen, God's love for him is so massive that he still keeps him, or still lets him be there. But I also think with that, it is important to remember, like, getting a bit more technical, that God still has ultimate control over him.
Of course.
So, like, we see him go to God and speak to him, and then God says, be gone, and he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus tells him, be gone from here, and he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So the ultimate authority is not with him. He allows him to still exist because of free will and because of his love.
Yeah.
And I think when people say, how do you know, like, God loves me, point at the cross, but you can also point at the fact that Lucifer still exists.
I love that. I saw a video on that recently, actually. I just didn't want to get that deep.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's a bit, you know. But yeah, I think it can be quite controversial to say that God loves the devil.
Mm,
And that's what I didn't want to say.
that's fair.
But I do believe that.
Is there anyone that God doesn't love?
No.
Exactly.
No. Nothing that God doesn't love. That man got a big heart. I could never. I don't even like my own brothers.
Imagine someone did something to you, and instead of being like, oh yeah, like, get lost, you're like, I am going to send my only child, he'll pay the price, you come with me, love you.
Crazy, you know?
But I also think often, I really just deep the fact that he loves us so much that he's allowed, like, there are so many people who don't believe in him and will never believe in him, but he still died for every single one of them. Like, if you actually deep the whole, like, cross,
It's mad enough.
It's deep.
Because, like, we've spoke about this before. Like, when you deep stuff too much and it's like...
Yeah.
And you have those moments where it's like, whoa, like,
Yeah.
that's actually, like, not okay. Like, I actually don't feel okay about this. Like, there's something really unsettling about this.
It's like Jesus looked through time and space to see every single one of us and was like, I'm going to die for her. I'm going to die for him. I'm going to die for him. Like, every single one of us.
And it's personal.
Yeah.
Like, it's genuinely personal.
Yeah. But I also think that as a Christian, if you ever get to a point where you don't have that awe and that, like, mind blown over what the whole concept of Christianity is, then something isn't right.
Eternal paradise.
Yeah.
We're going to live forever. And you sit there and it's like, forever.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. Forever. And I'm not going to do it now because I will start deeping it again. Like, sometimes I sit there and I'm like, I don't want to. Like, I really don't want to. Like, just give me an expiry date. It's fine. Please. But no, it's nice. I think it, like, actually really reinforces your faith.
Yeah.
Because you believe. Otherwise it wouldn't make you feel that way.
Yeah.
Like, you have so much trust that this is going to happen. And that's really nice. Sometimes you need to remember that you actually trust God. I know it sounds stupid, but I'm being serious.
What's the purpose of living if you know that there's eternal paradise? Like, why do we not just go straight there?
Oh, God made this as some sort of, like, trial zone. So he just throws us all in here first, and he's like, I'm watching you. You know?
Like Squid Game?
Yeah. And well, not really, no, because they don't, like, move on to eternal paradise, but, like, maybe like The Maze Runner. Have you ever watched it?
Yeah.
So they're just watching us for a little bit. I imagine, like, heaven with all these CCTV cameras and, like, we've all got, like, one of those people that watches each individual person.
All the time?
Yeah, like 24/7. Every prayer, like, goes to an email inbox and they read it and they're like, oh, should just pray for this again. Like, should we give it to her this time? They're like, nah, leave her for a little bit, yeah? Leave her for a little bit. I'll be well funny. I am joking, but, like, I did used to think like that a little bit.
What do you think now?
God knows. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I guess it is the same principle, but not in that way. A little bit more sophisticated look out. I can't speak. A little bit more of a sophisticated outlook, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's actually a trial period. Maybe God just made, like, a couple galaxies and thought, oh, like, I'll chuck a few in. Like, we can just see how they get on, because, like, I've made these, I'm really proud of them, and I think they'll love them. And they can explore, and they can, like, maybe go to Mars. Like, that would be cool. And, like, they can, like, go to the moon, you know? And they can swim in the sea. Like, this will be great. What do you think?
The purpose of life?
Yeah. Before eternal paradise.
I think that this is a very controversial take.
Go on.
But I think that living this life and being human and having bad things that happen to us, it's the only opportunity we have before paradise, where nothing bad happens, no one's in pain, no one hurts, to actually know what it's like to have faith in the gap when we can't see what comes next, and to praise God through the bad.
I don't think that's controversial. I think that makes a lot of sense.
I think it makes sense, but I think the whole idea of a God who exists, who allows us to have bad things happen to us just for us to become closer to him, is something that people who aren't Christian might say, that's manipulative.
Well, that's what every God's doing, right?
Yeah, essentially.
We can't all be manipulative, right? Like, it's the same kind of thing, like, I was trying to get at with, like, the whole trial period. Like, prove your faith to me, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not that. I don't think we can actually comprehend why. So
and we're
that's
not
why,
meant to.
No, exactly. Yeah. That's why I just like to think Earth was, like, created, and he was like, this is cute, I'm going to stick a couple in here.
Yeah.
8 billion or something, you know?
7 billion fish in the sea.
Well, over time it's way more than that, but yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
Mm.
Do you think dinosaurs existed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we've got pretty concrete evidence of that. We can do an Elsa off Big Brother and talk about if dragons existed if you want. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And they guarded the gold. Bless her. I mean, it's a lovely thought.
She's a sweetheart.
Oh, she's an angel. She's so cute.
Yeah.
Maybe dragons did exist to guard gold. To be fair, she's yet to be proved wrong. Just saying.
Do you have any final words of wisdom to anyone struggling to find their purpose right now, Christian and non-Christian?
Christian, just talk to God. To be fair, both. If you're open to it, ask
Try
him.
it.
Ask him. Literally
Yeah.
just, what's up?
I feel like trial period. Like, we use horoscopes and astrology and we try those things, so why
Tarot
not?
cards. And
Yeah, why not try God?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to trust some cards,
Yeah.
it's a pretty represented religion. There's quite a few people that believe in it, so give it a try.
Yeah.
You can do it with all the others as well if you want.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't be encouraging that.
No, I
Cut
think
it
try
out.
everything. Be curious.
Try
Ask
everything
questions. But anyway, thank you, Jess, for being here today.
You're so welcome. Thanks for grilling me. It was really fun.
You're welcome. If you're listening, we want to hear from you too. So tell me what you think purpose is, what your purpose story is, how it's changed, how it's not changing, things you agreed with or didn't agree with. Want to hear it all. So DM me, email me. Basically, just talk to me. It'll be really nice.
She's begging, by the way.
Next episode, we're going to be looking at a topic that directly relates to this one. Is it okay to question everything? And Jess told me earlier that if she were you, she'd tune into the next episode and also the rest of the season and also all the episodes before this one too. So that's hot off the press. But yeah, see us out, bestie.
Questions without limits, answers without judgment. Thanks for joining the conversation.
See you next
See you
week.
next week. But I won't be here next week. But Alex will see you next week.
Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.